Hello. Today we're going to go over what you need for Thursday and Friday. I hope you guys are doing well. It's nice out right now, but I've heard it's going to start raining for like the next 4 days. So I think I'm going to take this video and then get everybody outside to get some fresh air before we are rained in for a couple of days. Alrighty, so yesterday we talked about conclusions. Yes, you constructed your own. Today, we're going to move into body paragraphs. Mostly the video today, I just want you to have it for notes. So review these slides as needed. So when you start practicing, you'll have this resource. Okay, so body paragraphs. This is the meat of the analysis. The body paragraphs include detailed explanations of the strategies used by the writer of the passage. So in other words, it's your time to shine. This is where we see what you're made of, folks. Okay, when you're writing analysis, you want to work through the passage in chronological order, so beginning to end. You want to track the development as a whole, so that connects back to the big picture, the rhetorical situation, and you want to think about the effectiveness of the strategies that person's using in the beginning, middle, and end. So we talked about this in the class a lot, and we talked about this like last week with the like chunking. Where was the beginning? What's something happening? Where's the middle? What was something happening? And where is the end? So you'll kind of like chronicle those. This might mean that you discuss each paragraph. I don't really suggest that. I suggest the beginning, middle, and end. But once again, this kind of goes with what you're feeling. Is it easier for you to kind of chunk it paragraph by paragraph because the passage has been kind of hard for you to look at as a whole? Then that's just kind of your call. But I am going to stick with the beginning, middle, and end. It's important to have some good transition words. So in addition to these words right here, I'm going to upload some strong versus weak words that could be helpful. And that's just as simple as like, instead of saying shows, find a new verb that's a lot more powerful that can help add to your ideas, and it also helps build your sophistication. So, you know, you want to say like in the beginning, and somehow you move and you shift, and juxtaposes is a good one. What? Yeah, are you reading a book? That's fine. Okay. These words will just help you move through the passage in chronological order. Okay, so your body paragraph should identify the text that you're explaining. You probably remember when we looked at the samples, they would have a bunch of just little quotes pulling from out. So you want to make sure we know what part of the text you're analyzing, and that also can connect to the transition words that you're using. So try to use the strongest rhetorical devices. So maybe you're going through there and you're like, oh, there's a really great simile here. Oh, but this metaphor, this is the metaphor that really paints the picture for me. So then scrap that simile and focus on the metaphor. You don't have to do every single one. You want to be looking at like the strongest one within the sections. Don't feel like you have to discuss every strategy because that would take you too long, and it would probably just be misleading because sometimes these authors use them probably even on accident or not necessarily to connect with a big rhetorical situation. So you want to find the ones that are most effective and help the author reach the audience. So then you want to weave it all together. You take those elements and you have to think about how they fit together. All right, some people mentioned they liked this technical format when literally it kind of helps you just plug things in. I'm not going to read through all of that. Once again, it's just there for you if you want to refer back to this when you're writing your own body paragraph. You can see everything you need to do. The italicized parts are the examples, so you could also put those together and see how it fits one big paragraph. There's a second slide that goes with this though, so just know that there's actually 4 chunks, not just 2. So like I said, walk yourself through that. It's the technical format. Pause the video when you're writing your own to come back to make sure you have all of the points that you need. And here's slide 2. It's good to look at examples, and for some of you, I know it's good to almost use it as a checklist, like, do I have an explanation? This is also where the so what comes in, like you've included your evidence, it is awesome, so what? Why do I care? Why is that evidence significant? Okay, so once again, pause and come back to this stuff as you need to. So your homework for tonight, let me explain all of this. You are going to annotate the document Last Child in the Woods that is in Google Classroom. So I would use the comments. I kind of try to do an example of the comments will help. Use the comments to annotate. I'm not making any of it due until Friday because I want you to have access to all of that. I would suggest doing the annotations Thursday and then doing the writing on Friday, but however you want to do it, because then for Friday, you're going to write an intro, 1 body paragraph, and a conclusion in Google Classroom over that same passage. So for example, if you annotate it really well today, then you can just come back tomorrow, look over your annotations, knock out those 3 paragraphs in no time. Maybe some of you want to finish it all today too, however you want. But all of it's kind of uploaded in one thing, as well as strong versus weak words for something to reference if you want to work on your word choice or sophistication. So check all of that stuff out. I'm going to keep it short and sweet today. So I won't be uploading anything again until Tuesday. So just reach out to me if you need anything. Email is good. Remind is good. I try to check it as often as I can. I usually check my FHSC one more frequently than my Gmail. So I'm sorry if I've missed a few of your emails in there, but any way works. So I hope that you guys are doing well. I was thinking about you today and just how much I'm just bummed that we aren't in the classroom. But you know what? You'll be seniors there next year, and we'll get to hang out then, hopefully. So I hope you're doing well, and let me know if you guys have questions. Bye.